Good morning. Today is Monday, June 1st, 2020. It's so hard to believe that here we are. It's June. And the weather has shown quite a bit of warmth lately. The sun's been out more. It feels like summer is coming, and that's a nice feeling. So in keeping with this week's theme in the Google Classroom, The Wonder Of, each day this week I'm going to share something that gives me awe and wonder, in hopes that maybe you are able to see it then too, and then maybe it opens your eyes to even more awe and wonder in our world. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today are stems. I know you're thinking, Miss Christine, a stem just holds up a plant. What's the big deal? Well, there are some pretty amazing stems out there. And so that's why I'm sitting outside today. I'm sitting by a plant. Let's go a little closer. Called a clematis. You got a bug in your watering can? I see. We'll have to check out what that is. The cool thing about the stem of this plant is, well, one of the necessary things is that we have to have some sort of trellis or thing for the plant to climb up, because this stem twists around and climbs up, and you can see here, let me get a little closer. You can see right here how closely twined it is around the trellis that I have here. Now, eventually, this plant is going to have really pretty purple flowers on it, or at least that's the color that we have. And nobody has to tell this plant that it has to climb. It just goes. Nobody has to tell it or guide it how to twist around so it doesn't just crawl along the floor. I think that's pretty amazing. And if you're in I think I've told some students this story. I have a garden patch. It's not quite ready yet. It's actually a big mess with a bunch of dill volunteers. One dill plant, 1 year, and now it's everywhere. If you have ever had dill plants, you'll understand. Well, I had put, in my naive self, too many plants here in this patch. And I know it's weeds, it's bad right now, but I had put a squash plant here. And if you know anything about squashes, they creep and they crawl along the floor, and sometimes they can climb. And it's another kind of plant that you can get a trellis for. Well, again, this was a few years ago before I really knew too much about gardening. And this squash that I had sends off something called a tendril. And it's a really small piece of stem off of the stem, and it twists really tightly around whatever it can. It even twisted itself into the tiny cracks in the bricks of our house. And our squash plants climbed all the way up to the roof of our house. And we had a squash plant hanging up top. Yep, it happened, and that's because of the amazing things that stems can do. Well, I'm about to go check out what kind of bug this is in Hayden's watering can. It's a soggy bug, so we'll have to see what it is. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Remember, today we have our class meeting at 9. Have a good day. Bye.